Everyone knows Iolani is a top school. That's not interesting. What's interesting is this. How do you push students to a very high level without losing who they are? Because that's where many elite schools fail. They produce results, but they lose the individual. And that's exactly the tension we need to understand. Aloha everyone, I'm Bruce Han. Welcome back to Action Through Education, where we help families make calm, confident education choices. Today, we're not just looking at Iolani School. We're trying to understand why it works. Iolani was founded in 1863 by King Kamehameha IV. That matters because this school was not built quickly. It was built with purpose. Today, it sits on a 25-acre campus in Honolulu, minutes away from Waikiki. But location is not the story. The question is, what kind of student does this place actually develop? Iolani is a K-12 school with over 2,000 students. On paper, that sounds large, but look closer. 10-to-1 student-faculty ratio, about 16 students per class, and one idea repeated again and again. At Iolani, you are known. This is not marketing language. This is structure. When a student is known, they are challenged more precisely. They are supported more directly, and they are seen before they fall behind. This is how you produce high performance without breaking the student. Yes, Iolani is academically strong. Over 30 AP courses, consistent placement into top universities. But rigor alone is not rare. Plenty of schools are rigorous. The difference is control. Students here are not just pushed, they are guided. In 2013, Iolani opened the Sullivan Center for Innovation and Leadership. This is where the model becomes clear. Students are not waiting until college to start thinking seriously. They are already building entrepreneurial ideas, learning computer science, designing and fabricating real products. This is not preparation for tests. This is preparation for reality. Here is where many high-performing schools fail. They produce academic results, but narrow the student. Iolani does not. Students engage in ballet, chorus, theater, hula, jazz, and they travel across the mainland and Asia. This matters because exposure changes confidence. Iolani has over 100 teams across more than 20 sports. But the real story is not competition. It is culture, the one-team model. Students are taught, you compete hard, but you support each other. That creates something very rare, confidence without arrogance. Over 90 clubs and service organizations. This is not resume building. This is participation. Students are expected to step forward, contribute, lead. And over time, that becomes identity. Now let's be direct. 100% of students are accepted to four-year universities. 83% to the US mainland, 12% in Hawaii, 5% internationally. From Korea alone, Stanford, UPenn, NYU, Carnegie Mellon, USC, Tufts, Boston College, Korea University, Waseda University. This is not occasional success. This is system-level consistency. Over 11,000 alumni across 35 countries, working at Goldman Sachs, Google, Apple, Nike, the New York Times. This is what parents often underestimate. The school is not just 4 years. It's a network that follows. Iolani has a long history of boarding, and in 2018, the program was thoughtfully reintroduced, not as an add-on, but as a strategic move to bring in global students, to build leadership, to create a real cultural exchange. Today, around 75 students, which is about 10% of the upper school, capacity for 100. Students come from across the US, Hawaii, and internationally, including Korea. But what matters is structure. House parents on each floor, nursing staff, day and night, academic counselors, psychologists, evening tutors. This is not independence too early. This is guided independence. The Arilaga Student Center, new, modern, purpose-built. This tells you something important. The school is not relying on its past. It is actively investing in the future. So now we come back to the real question. Not, is Iolani a good school? It clearly is. The real question is this the right environment for your child? Because what Iolani offers is very specific. High performance, strong structure, real opportunities, and a system where students are known. For the right student, that combination is powerful. Because in the end, the goal is not just to get into a good university. The goal is to become someone who can step into the world with confidence, clarity, and capability. And that does not happen by accident. If this helped you see more clearly, subscribe to Action Through Education. We'll continue to give you real insight so you can make one of the most important decisions for your child's future. Mahalo.